Somebody else has to step up because they're playing the Boston Celtics. And y'all both know how big time Boston can be. You're going to need more from the others for Golden State to win this series. That's all we're saying.
Stephen, if you're talking strictly on production and counting stats, yeah, okay, obviously, Steph Curry's not going to score 100 points and beat the Celtics single-handedly. You're going to need other guys to score and make plays. That's obvious.
Do their job.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Do their job. But the idea, what I said in my point, I didn't say the word pressure, and I apologize for not hearing the word pressure out of CJ's mouth. That's my fault. What I said is the Warriors system, the entire system is based on Steph. So this is every game. This is like their half-court offense is Steph. Their transition, it's Steph. Their movement game, their high pick and rolls, it's Steph. This is who Steph is. So they're not putting more on him all of a sudden. Like, this is who he is. So if you're asking, do other guys need to step up and, like, does Klay need to make shots? Yeah, obviously, Klay needs to make shots. They can't win this series without Klay making shots.
The Golden State Warriors have been lethal because it wasn't just about Steph Curry. It was about other people doing the things that they were supposed to do.
But it all comes from Steph, Stephen A.
I understand it. I understand it. And but what I'm saying is, but he's been doing what he's supposed to be doing. Now they've got to do what they're supposed to be doing because even if they weren't, they could beat most teams in the NBA. Boston's not one of those teams. They're not going to win this series if Klay continues to play the way that he's playing and Jordan Poole played the way that he played in Game 1. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you should have restructured this question because the question isn't structured properly. We know Steph is playing
and
well.
by the way, CJ was a journalism major, so this is
absolutely.
I don't care.
Expert here.
I mean, he has credibility, but he's not me. But go ahead.
I don't want to be you. Honestly, I live a good life.
I got you.
Steph has scored 63 points in 70 minutes. Like JJ said before, he's a planet. Everything revolves around him. Obviously, the role players have to contribute. They have to do more, or they're not getting out of this series. Personally, I think the Celtics are going to win the series regardless. But the real issue here is that Klay Thompson is missing shots. If he's making shots, the Warriors are up 2-0. But that wasn't the question. The question was, is there being too much put on his shoulders? No.
Okay.
So
all right,
Stephen, I want to make one additional point on this, and that's just you talked about sort of guys starring in their roles, right? And obviously, Klay has yet to star in his role in this series. Andrew Wiggins didn't have a particularly efficient night last night, but his defense was amazing. So in some ways, he starred in his role, and he was really good in Game 1 as well. Jordan Poole had a nice bounce-back game. Kevon Looney has been great on the offensive glass. Draymond Green had a Draymond Green game. You can't tell me he was not a star in his role last night. And then another guy they got back in the rotation last night, Gary Payton II, was a star in his role. He was on the two best lineups. When we talk about plus minus, he was in the two best lineups last night in that game. So they're getting contributions from other people. But if you want to take this segment to call out Klay, that's fine. But everyone else is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing for this team. Everyone else is starring in their role.
Okay. All right. All right. Last point, and I'll just leave it like this. When they asked our prediction at the beginning of before the series began, I picked the Golden State Warriors to win the series in 7 games. And what I said was Steph Curry and one of those other two, meaning Klay or Jordan Poole, has to deliver. It doesn't matter to me what anybody else does. If one of those two don't show up with Steph, they're not winning this series. So my prediction is predicated on the guard play of those 3 guys, 2 of those 3 guys showing up in 4 out of the 7 games, because I believe this is going to go 7. That's all I'm saying for me. I understand everybody's role. I understand what they're going to be required to do. But to me, it comes down to that when you're predicting this particular series. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.